Hi everyone, this is Anshika Jain working as a legal intern in LEXIS and Company for the month of July. I hope all of you are amazing and staying safe. So today I am with a topic. I have come with a topic that's really seen in everywhere. Whenever you see a television, you scroll your Insta or any of the social media site, you will find this topic. I am talking about Pegasus spyware. So might you have heard it, but actually you don't know what it is about. You might see it in your Insta feed, but you will really ignore it because you feel that okay, it's some spyware, it has attacked your phone, but really we never look into the matter what is actually about. So today I will discuss in detail what is this spyware is about and why it has created a lot of struggle and lot of controversy in our Insta feed or in any of the news channels. So let's discuss it. So following reports that scores of Indians should be spied by Israeli-made malware, India's main opposition, Congress party, they have accused our Prime Minister Narendra Modi of a treason and jeopardizing the national security. An investigation was also conducted by a group of media outlets showed on Sunday that roughly 50,000 phone numbers they were identified globally as potentially of interest to clients of the Israeli-based NSO group manufacturer of the Pegasus spyware. The identities of people they targeted with more than 300 of those phone numbers in India, including the politician, journalist and businessmen and even two ministers in the Modi government. They were revealed in this leaked list, which was shared with the news outlets by the Forbidden Stories, a Paris-based journalism, non-profits and right group that is Amnesty organization. Now let's discuss how this Pegasus spyware have emerged when it was discovered. So in 2016, Pegasus malware was discovered in an iOS version followed by a somewhat different version on Android. One of the main infection tactics in the early days, according to Kaspersky, was via SMS. An SMS with a link was sent to the victim, and if the user clicks on it, the spyware is installed automatically on their computer. The surveillance was carried out using a spyware tool called Pegasus, which was developed by an Israeli firm, the NSO Group. The NSO Group, it is based in Tel Aviv, specializes in surveillance technology, and it also claims to assist the governments and law enforcement organizations around the world in combating the crime and terrorism. Now let's discuss which devices are at risk. Practically all the devices, but specifically Apple's default messages, iMessage app and the push notification services protocol on which Pegasus is built have been routinely used to target the iPhones. So please be aware, the iPhone users. The spyware may imitate on an app on an iPhone and send itself as a push notification through an Apple server. During July-August 2020, government operatives they used Pegasus to hack 37 phones belonging to journalists, producers, anchors and executives at Al Jazeera and London-based Al Arabi TV, exploiting a zero-day vulnerability unknown to developers. At least iOS 13.5.1 that could hack Apple's then latest iPhone 11. So according to Citizen Lab report released in December 2020, government operatives they used Pegasus to hack 37 mobile phones belonging to various journalists, producers, anchors and executives. Given the global reach of the NSO Group's customer base and apparent vulnerability of practicality all the iPhone devices prior to iOS 14 upgrade, the researchers concluded that the infections it discovered were most likely to affect minuscule proportion of the total attacks. So now let's discuss what are the information that are at stake and how can it affect your phone. For a network injection, an attacker usually only has to supply the Pegasus system, that is the target phone number. According to Pegasus brochure, the rest is done automatically by the system and malware is installed in most of the cases. However, the network injections may not operate in some instances when the target device, for example, is not supported by an NSO system or it is operating a system in upgraded to new security protection. Once infected, a phone becomes their property. It becomes a digital spy in the hands of the attacker. Pegasus connects to the attacker's command and the control servers after installation to receive and execute the orders, as well as give back the target's confidential information, including your password, your contact list, your calendar events, and all the text messages and all the phone call records, even those via end-to-end encrypted messages code. So please be aware of it. Now let's discuss what are the precautions that could be taken to avoid that. As such, there is no absolute precaution, but what can be figured out is that switching to an obsolete phone that only permits basic calls and messages will surely reduce your data exposure, but may it also greatly reduce the chance of infection. Additionally, unless one forgoes utilizing those vital services entirely, and any alternative devices utilized for emails and apps remain vulnerable. So as a result, most one can hope that for its 0-day assaults become less common by staying up to date and operating every system update and security patch published by device manufacturer. So stay updated. And if you have the funds, replacing handsets on a regular basis is arguably the most effective though costly solution. So we can conclude that the latest debate that is around Pegasus has shown us the another flaw in our constitution or in our political system. Many questions are still unsolved and many investigations are still pending. So this leads us to a very important and crucial statute, that is the Data Protection Act, which is still pending. We are hoping that after all this controversy, after all this debate regarding this Pegasus spyware, will force us towards a better protection act that will really safeguard all the privacies of the individual, which is a very important fundamental right. And also all the conversations going out in the monsoon session, it will help us to lead to an action and the passage of the will. So I hope whatever happen, the result will be in our favor. Thank you very much. Keep smiling.